Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Happy hump day.
Roberta.
Welcome back to J is for Justice. My name is Jay. I'm your host. And welcome back to my channel. Good afternoon to everyone that is in chat. Hello, Cheryl T. Beautiful Cheryl T. Hello, Heather J. Hello, Mike Sanner. Liz Bones in the house. Thanks for coming in and moderating. Hey, Potato. Hello, Miss Robin and Audra D. Board One. Angie B. You guys all know I love yous. All right. So let's talk about this video. I want to preface right now by saying I know this video has been out for a few weeks. Okay. I'm well aware that this is not new news. Hold on. Let me get my spectacles. We need our spectacles for this. Hello, Mom to Three Kitties. Hello, Sweet Cheeks. Hello, Pepper Pot in South Africa. You are so far away. It's so awesome that you're here. Okay, guys. Now, we're not starting with this video. We're going to start with this video. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying, like I said, I know this isn't new. I know this is nothing groundbreaking. And I wasn't even going to talk about this video. I wasn't. And the reason I wasn't going to talk about it was because, this was my way of thinking. I was like, we know her car went in the water, right? Not a huge shocker there. We know her car went in the water at some point in time because she was found in the water. These glasses are driving me nuts. I need new glasses. So we know the car went in there. So I'm like, okay, what's big whoop? So this might change the fact of the tow truck driver's interview and all that stuff, right? So that was like my way of thinking was like, we know she went in there. We know she went in there, and why make such a big deal over this video? So I was like, F it, I'm not even going to talk about it. Thank you, Board One. So I was on YouTube this morning, and I've never heard of this guy. His channel is YouBackTube Jeff. And this dude did something that I wanted to show you guys. It's kind of a long video, and I'm going to skip through parts of it. But he did a thing to show that this could easily be altered. Now, I'm not saying that the cams are fake. I'm not saying that any of it's fake. I'm not saying that one certain creator is faking things. Not at all. Not at all. But the forest fire watch cam video could have been manipulated and faked. And I say that because there's a thing called overlays. And I learned about overlays when somebody hacked my Facebook and started using my family and friends' photos and overlaying them on criminals and other people to freak me out, right? So they went in and they overlaid. And if you're not familiar with, photo editing, video editing, things like that, an overlay like what you see in my background right now. Let me remove this. The microphone, the on-air thing, how you barely see, that's an overlay. And then these little blood things are overlays. Everything lays on top. It's layers, right? So they're layering not only pictures, but you can layer videos. And I saw that, I think it was Gray Hughes, actually, his title said, or his thumbnail said daytime overlay or some shit like that. This. daylight overlay, close up with time code. So just to let you know, that's what this dude is going to be talking about, is the overlays. So none of the videos you're seeing are like raw. You know what I'm saying? They're not raw. So, like, I tried to look on YouTube for a raw video of this cam, and all I find is, like, I went to a live for another creator and they're literally overlaying it during the live. I'm like, where's the raw video? I just want the raw video, and I don't want to have to figure out how to get into the force cam. So I said, F it. What up, Clayton? What up, Clayton, my man? I haven't seen you in forever. Feeling a little dissed by Clayton today. Just kidding. But that's what I'm talking about, is overlays. And I'm not saying that this Gray Hughes, I'm not saying he's doing anything shady. So don't get all worked up and email him and all this and start drama. I'm just saying, let's look at what's out there. Let's look at what UBackTube Jeff did, because this video was bothering him so much. I'm not going to lie. For 2 weeks, I sat on this video going, what do I do with this? I'm following this case, but what do I do with this? The video isn't available anymore, Amy Cummings. Why? Judy Winder says, may as well watch fake NASA vids. Okay, Potato says she watched the Forest Cam one. Now, I'm not saying that it's fake. I'm saying that we know that there was cars there, multiple cars at this party. We heard there was over 300 motherfuckers there. So there's headlights out there at 12:33. You don't say.
Roberta.
I don't know. That's just my thoughts. So now I'm going to take you into UBackTube Jeff, because this guy put a lot of time into this. A lot of time into trying to prove that this video has been altered. Now, we're not saying that it's fake. He's not saying it doesn't exist. He's saying it's been altered, and he's going to show you how. What up, Ange?
Tamper that.
Okay, Potato, let's watch this. This guy did a total reenactment to debunk this. Let's watch. Well, first he explains why he did it.
A lot of things bothering me about that video. First of all, the idea that the airbags never deployed and there was no front bumper damage. That's really weird, considering that video showed us how fast the car just drove straight into the lake, right? And I thought, you know, I could probably reproduce that and then show everybody on the internet how easy that was. But then I realized that it was actually going to be pretty hard, because I would have to have the camera at a very big distance and stuff. So if you know anything about models, I decided to scale it down and use a model. So yes, you got me building models today, folks. I actually built a model just to show you guys exactly.
Dude, these people on YouTube have got this dude building models. I see this guy is just as irritated as I get about this fake shit.
What I'm talking about, but I'm going to prove today for sure that that forest fire cam video that's out there and being cleaned up by everybody is fake. It's not real. It's not accurate. Somebody has been manipulating us all, and I'm going to prove it right here in this video using my brand new model that I just built. That's right, we're going to use a model today, and I'm just going to show you how I made it and what it's going to do for us, and then I'm going to go ahead and take you inside my video editor, kind of like the movie Tron.
I'd like to go against you and see what you're made of.
You don't look a thing like your pictures.
I'm warning you.
And I'm just going to take you guys in. Okay, so here is my scene for the model.
Be patient,
Now,
guys.
This is what I like to call crude but functional. Okay, so what we have here is land representing land, obviously, and this would be Lake Prosser. Okay, it doesn't matter if the shape is perfect. All we really need is that nice dark black line there that represents the separation between land and water. Okay, so you saw the model I made. It's just a little car that I bought at the toy store, and then I glued an LED light to the front of it, and I wired it up to this little battery box because I needed enough voltage to make it light up. Then I glued that to the car, and now when I just connect this wire
I can't
here,
believe he went to these lengths.
I'll get a headlight. See? Okay, so I got the headlight, and it works.
I do too,
perfect for what we
Casey.
need. I also attached, I don't know if you can see it, a piece of fishing line so I can pull the car along without having because I tried filming with my hand pushing it, my hand's blocking the car. So with the fishing line, I can just tow the car along a little easier so you can see what I'm talking about without my hand interfering with what I'm trying to show you. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come down here on the land, and I'm going to turn right there at the beach and shut my headlights off so that I can look out over the lake and enjoy the view. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with my car. And I'm just going to turn the headlights on right now so that I can do it easier. And then I'm just going to flick the headlights off when we get there. Okay, so there's the car. Okay, you can see it. See how the headlights look, just even in my demonstration video here? Okay, they kind of flare. All right, that's really important. I want you to notice that. Even in my model, the same thing happens.
Ace of
with it
race.
flaring. Okay, now 5 kilometers or 5 miles away, whatever it was, maybe less, 3, somewhere around there. That's how far the camera was, and this video camera is a very high quality video camera. The one we watched that was the Fire Watch cam is a 15 frame rate per second outdoor camera, not meant for high resolution or a quality picture or smooth picture playback, because it's very jumpy because of the frame rate. So the flaring and the flaring of the light will be even worse on a 15 frame rate per second
Exactly.
camera,
It's gonna make
or
it
less. Now, I'm not going to make it totally dark in here, but I'm going to darken it up a bit. But I want to be able to still see land, the line, and the water, so we know for sure where that car is at all times.
Oh my God,
because
trauma
that's the
obsessed.
whole
That's
point
terrible.
of this video. So I'm just going to make it a bit darker in here, and if we need to, I can make the video I'm making right now darker in the editor later without changing where the car's position is. Okay, so I can change the contrast or darken it up a bit to make it look more like nighttime. Okay, so we're just trying to get basically a model demonstration here. You know, it's going to be a simulation of what happened in the video. So we need to know where land is, we need to know where the line is, we need to know where the water is, and most importantly, we need to know where the car is. And that's going to give us the scientific answer that
He's
proves
not,
this
Nikki.
video is fake. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and make it a little darker in here. Okay, I think that's just the right amount of light. I didn't want it totally dark, but you can see the light is flaring really badly, and the headlight goes in the direction of the car. Now my little LED throws a little bit of crappy light. It's not a professional automotive headlight. we're
Hey,
dealing with
Aaron.
here, okay, but I'm going to show you how
Welcome
the
to
car
kindergarten.
came down the road and then turns a bit and then parks right here on the beach. That's what I'm going to do with my car that is not Kylie's car. It's just somebody else's car. It's my car, or like I said, it could be Kylie's car, but the most important thing is to note where the car is, because we still don't know who's driving the car or who owns the car. Okay, but that doesn't matter. What I'm going to show you is the science behind the magic trick that makes this video fake. All right,
The magic trick.
what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take my string and I'm just going to tow the car, and I'm going to come down to the beach with my car, and then I'm turning at the beach right now.
Angie
And
B.
then I'm going to come right to
He's being
the
serious,
water's
Kathleen.
edge. Right about there. And now what I want to do is I want to have a beer and chill out with my girlfriend and watch over the lake. So I'm going to shut my headlights off.
He's going to have a beer.
All right.
I like
so
this
there
dude.
you go. You can still see the car. Headlights are now off. Where's the car? The car is on land. The car is on this side of the line. It's on land, not in the water.
Cindy.
Okay? So that is it. That's all we need. Video of a car parking on the beach with the headlights going off. That's all we need.
Yep, that's
That's
all
how
it needed
simple
to
this video is going to be.
That's all that
All
had
right,
to be.
Now I'm going to show you
Or could have been.
what was done in the video editing, because don't forget, we're going to darken this video up in the video editor to make it look more like nighttime, but I didn't want anybody saying, oh, you can't see where his model is or where the car is. So now you can definitely see where it is. It's on land. It's just not completely dark in here. And I'm going to darken it up on the video editor. When I do that, it will change the contrast
There's
and
a
the tint
whole
and
nother
make all
step.
of this background look
Yes.
darker.
There's a
But
whole nother step
it's
he's
not
going to do.
change the location of that car right there. Okay? So you'll recognize that I'm saying right now, as I'm pointing at it, the car is on the beach. Okay? In fact, we'll just turn the headlights back on one more time. There we go.
This is actually really
The car
good.
is
You
on
should
the beach.
wake up and pay attention.
Okay? So I'm
Students.
leaving the car on the beach. And now what I'm going to do is, without changing the scenery, leaving the camera fixed position exactly like the forest fire camera would be, I'm just going to get rid of the car because it's another day. Okay? It's a new day and there's no car at the beach. All right? Now, it's daytime, so let's brighten it back up a bit in here. So now we have our daytime shot without moving the camera, fixed position exactly like the forest fire camera looking down over the forest and the lake. All right, and guess what? We're done. That's all I need. We're finished. Now I'll just take this video and chop it in half, and we're going to separate the first half, the dark video, the nighttime video with a car parking on the beach and shutting its headlights off on land, and we're going to take this video that is now the new daytime video. So I'll just take my hand out of there so we have a nice clear overlay of just the land. Okay,
Just the land
So,
overlay.
just leave it going for a sec so that I have a nice long picture of the overlay. That way I don't have to manipulate it or do anything to it later. So this part I'm talking over right now is exactly the clip we're going to use as the overlay, which is exactly what they did in the forest fire watch video. They took a daytime video of the camera in the same position, same angle, and overlaid it on the nighttime video. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. After I snip these two in half, we have two videos. One nighttime, where a car goes down to the beach, parks on the beach, shuts off its lights,
And one
so
daytime.
that the person inside can look over the lake and have a beer and hang out with his girl. Okay, so that's what's going on in the first video. And now
Here's
in the
his
second
channel,
video,
guys.
We just have nothing, just a nice, peaceful, sunny day down there at the lake, and no forest fires. Great. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video here, and then we're going to go inside my video editor, just like the movie Tron.
Oh my God. I can't. Okay,
Better
dude.
camera.
Tron? I don't even know what Tron is, but okay. All right, now he's in his video editor, and he's going to show you the next step.
What we have to do now is just start to make a standard video. So I'm just going to drag that clip down.
Here's
here.
Overlays 101,
Okay, so now
folks.
I have my video down here on my timeline. I'll just shorten it up so we can see. Here is the whole video, front half, back half, so we can just scroll through it here. And there's my nighttime video, okay, right here. There you go.
This
Okay,
takes some
and then we have
patience
at
to
the end,
prove.
we have the daytime clip right here. Okay, so there's our daytime
Hi, Snow.
clip. Okay, so Let's just play the
The
daytime.
car parking on the beach and shutting its headlights off on land. Picture of the overlay.
Okay,
That
so
way I don't have to manipulate it or do anything
there-
to it later. So this part.
I'm just going to turn the volume in the actual video all the way down so I can talk over it. Okay, so we have here the video I made. It's playing right now of just daytime video. Let's pretend that's the daytime video from the forest fire camera. Okay, so we're just going to roll back here.
He's doing this
to
very
the point
simply
where
for
my hand
people
is
who
no
don't
longer in the
edit
way,
videos.
and I'm just going to snip it there, and we'll go right to the end and make sure it's good all the way to the end. Okay, so we have our daytime overlay. So we'll put this aside over here. Okay? Now let's go get our nighttime video.
Cotton Candy, everybody
so,
edits, though. That's the thing. You have to trust your creator.
That's me explaining the model that we just made and turning on the headlight. Let's fast forward through it here. And that's when I set it on the road, and then I went and closed the curtain and stuff to make it a bit darker in the room. So once I did that, we have the dark scene. And let's just roll it back from here and see how it looks in the video editor from here. Oh, I forgot I turned the volume all the way down. Let's turn that back up.
Down the road and then turns a bit and then parks right here on the beach. That's what I'm going to do with my car that is not Kylie's car. It's just somebody else's car. It's my car, or like I said, it could be Kylie's car, but the most important thing is to note where the car is, because we still don't know who's driving the car or who owns the car. Okay, but that doesn't matter.
Okay, so let's not repeat the whole thing here. Let's just scoot along. And there is the part we want, and there is the headlights out.
Exactly,
Okay.
Cotton Candy. We don't know
So
whose
let's
car
back
that
up
is.
just a bit.
It's a set of headlights with an
Car
orb.
coming down the road starts right about.
Yep, Denise Oles,
There.
100%.
So we'll snip it there. Okay. Snip, and then we're going to
This is
scroll
just
through
basic video
where
editing.
The headlights are off, and the car is sitting there. Okay, and
Hello,
then I think
Sharon
I turned
Tuck.
the headlights back on, so let's see if we can get that.
Turn them on.
Yeah, there it was. Right there. So we'll just go back a bit more, and we'll just chop it right there.
Oh my God, Donovan,
Should be
me
good
too.
enough, okay? That's all we need to do to demonstrate this. So
That
we'll
was
just,
scary.
Get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Now we have just our nighttime video. Okay, we have the nighttime video.
People
of the
edit these
car
videos and take the
coming down
time
the
to do
road,
stuff like this for
and
money.
we have it.
They think it's
turning
worth their
on the
time
beach.
for money.
And
There
I
it
can
is
speed this
turning.
up if
Oh,
I want
look.
to later.
Wow, look at the lights.
And then it stops. And then we have the headlights go out once I reach over and disconnect the wire there. I should have done that part a little quicker, but you get the idea. Headlights out. Okay, and now the car is sitting on the beach, on land, in my video editor, as you can see. So let's go ahead and let's just speed up this video a bit. But I'm going to use a tool that allows me to
Now watch
change the
this.
speed. in
Watch
different parts
this.
of
This
the
is
video.
this is
So I'm going to
important.
call this one a flash in. We'll go with a flash in. That's a higher rate of speed, then it slows down at the end. So let's go through the video.
No, it's
And
not
we
flat.
want this part
Wait,
to
hold on.
be
I need to pause.
fast, and then when it gets to the
You guys remember when Verna took us out there and she drove down into the water? There's clearly an embankment. There's an embankment. And from the party site, you couldn't see the water, remember?
beach, we want it to slow down right there is where we want it to slow down. So we got to move this back here.
The
and
headlights.
move this here. And drop this down here. And then we should have something pretty close. Let me
So
see
what
we
he's
got
doing,
now.
let me explain a little bit. He's taking the speed of the video, and there's a way like to make it where it goes faster gradually and then slows down gradually so it looks natural. There's no, like sudden cuts in the video or anything like that. It's very easy these days for the layperson to edit videos to fool you. And I'm not saying that's been done here, but I think that this guy is definitely onto something. If you're that annoyed by fake shit on YouTube that you're making models to prove you're not crazy, you might just be fed up. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't listen.
It's going to go fast, slow, slow. Okay, not quite soon enough. We need it to slow down quicker as it makes that final curve. Okay, that's much better, but it still needs to
Me
slow
too,
down
Cheryl. That's
quicker,
why I didn't even talk about it.
and it needs to start a little sooner. So we'll move this back a little further. Right about there is where it starts to curve, is where it supposedly hits the water, right? And then it slows down really quick. So, simulating
I agree,
that,
Denise.
let's just go back here.
It wouldn't have
and
been out
try it
there in the
again.
open.
Fast, fast, fast. Slow. 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 Slow.
Good for you, Coffee and
Okay,
True
and
Crime.
then I'm going to
It's all about
move
that
ahead
money.
just a little bit, add another one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ramp it up really quick so that the headlights go off faster, just so I get my timing right here on this whole thing. And we'll just move this out of the way for a second here. Okay, so now let's play it. We'll get fast, 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 slow, slow, very slow. And then I want it to go fast again so that the headlights go out quickly.
Did you, Julie? I'm glad a lot of you are
Okay,
wising
not bad,
up.
not bad. Let's just speed that up just a little bit more, though. Okay, just get those headlights off faster. I'm trying to simulate the speed of the car, and
Right,
I'm
and the
trying
car
to show you
hitting
how
the
easy
water.
it is to manipulate speed. Okay, so it's going fast. Now it's going slow, like it went into the water, and it's moving even slower. And then it should go fast again so that the headlights go off pretty quickly. Bam. Just like
Clayton,
that. That's
Clayton,
actually
Clayton,
pretty good,
hold on.
right? Looks pretty close.
Clayton, maybe it's offline because there's hundreds of YouTubers manipulating their footage. And they don't want them to have footage anymore to manipulate. I don't know. That's just a thought. Like, that's a government paid for cam.
To what happened in the video. Car was going fast. Car hit the water, supposedly, allegedly. Then it slowly kind of turned. And then right as it was kind of facing toward the camera, lights out. Perfect.
Yes, Blue Eyes. That's exactly what
got.
he's saying.
Okay, so now we have that. Now let's go ahead and let's just stretch this out a bit so we can see these video clips a little better. Move this one a little closer. So now we got nighttime, daytime video. Nighttime on the left, daytime on the right.
Nighttime
Okay,
left,
so we got
daytime
the nighttime
right.
video. And we're just going to stop it right where the lights go out. And then I flashed the lights one more time, didn't I? Yeah, right there. We'll just leave that in there just so it's a reference point. Because we all know that when I flash that light on, it's on land. It's on the beach. Okay? It was the whole time. All right? So, now here comes the video editing magic trick that was done.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to the video editing magic trick, Jeff, I want to address what's being said in chat. If these cameras were there They're government cameras. Okay? They're government cameras. The FBI and Homeland Security were involved in this investigation. Don't you think that they would have immediately looked at these cameras? I mean, maybe it is her car out there, but I don't think that this video shows anything going in the water. And I'm sure that all these doctored videos are being sent to LE and they're being inundated. Maybe that's why it was removed. I don't know. But this guy definitely has a point. So let's watch the magic trick when he combines the day and the night in the overlay. Remember the overlay? This overlay here. Not that overlay. You know what overlay I'm talking about. The damn this. Daylight overlay. Money, money, money.
Okay. So, first of all, let's make this a little darker like it was really nighttime, okay? Change the temperature, make it a little more blue, and then tint
Exactly,
it.
Wool.
And
Exactly, Wool.
That looks a little more like the color we need. And then what we need.
The news isn't even talking about this. The news isn't talking about it. They would be like, breaking tonight. Forest fire cam shows the moments that KIELY Rodni drove into Prosser Lake. You don't think the news would want those ratings and those views? Hell yeah, they would.
To do is we need to really bring back the contrast.
I don't believe
That's
any of her
better.
personal belongings were found by Lay's people either.
That blurs the car
Just
a
saying.
lot. See how it blurs the car? Makes it look a little more like a camera that was forest cammy. Remember, anything I'm editing here does not change the position of the car at all. It can't and won't. So let's take away the brightness now. Okay, that's pretty close to pitch black.
There we
Let's
go.
roll through it and
Let's-
see if we can see the light still. Look at that.
Oh, look.
Perfect. Okay, obviously my arm is visible, but ignoring my arm, we get the same type of flaring. All we see is the light. Oh, but look at that. Just as I planned, we can see the
See
light
the line where the beach
shining
is?
on the black line of the shoreline.
Mm-hmm.
Magic. It's like I planned this or something. Okay, so this video would be comparable to what we're supposed to believe is the raw footage from the camera on the pole that's aimed at Prosser Lake looking out for forest fires, okay? And I have the speed about appropriate for what we're trying to display here, okay? As you can see, it goes fast, then slow like it hit the water, and then turns slowly, and then lights out.
The only kind of person that would come in here saying yawn right now is someone who doesn't want their fake shit being figured out. That they do fake shit on YouTube for clicks and views. There's no other reason to come in my chat right now and say yawn.
Okay, but we all saw, even in the dark video that I've made it darker, we all see where it is. You can see the black line the whole time, right there. See it?
Are you just going to stay quiet forever?
Okay, this is working out perfect. Okay, now let's take the daytime video and put it right over top.
Like something somebody does to
Oh,
be
what do
like
you know?
me.
We can't see the car anymore. We can't see the nighttime anymore. But we have a video.
He's like,
on
hey,
top
sorry,
that is
I'm
the
yawning a lot.
exact same
I yawn a lot
positioning
when I'm
and
tired.
same scene, right? So let's just cut it so it's the same length. So now we can't see the video underneath, but if we go into the video, so now we just bring this one back.
Here he's like, hey, sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I yawn a
both.
lot when I'm tired.
Okay, now we see the headlights, just the lights, and the daytime video. Okay, and this is what we're supposed to believe they did with the video. Okay, and look at that. Look at what we got. Headlights going down in the daytime on land and doing exactly the same thing, but we can see that it's on land, right? Okay? Lights out. Now, here comes the magic
Oh, the
trick.
car went in the water.
Let's grab this overlay and move it over here a bit.
All right, we're still working with overlays. Now watch.
Let's go a little further, right about there. And then we're going to just stretch it out a bit so that it still fits. And then we're going to go a little further with it.
It's Ryan Upchurch.
Stretch it out a little further. Maybe just one more time.
What?
Okay. So now, what we've got is a daytime video. Oops.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look.
where
It
the
looks like it's
lights
in the
are,
water because
everybody.
they adjusted
Over
the
there in the
overlay.
Huh.
Da da da
Now, if we
da.
just take this video and make it just a little bit more
Lucky.
lake looking. Look at that. All right.
My God, the car went
Okay,
right
guys, let's
into
play
the
it back
water.
and see what we have here. Let's hit play. In fact, I'm going to make this full screen so we can see it. Play. Oh, look at that. Car lights going down the coast into the water.
Oh, look. The
Splash.
coastline moved.
Turning toward the camera a little bit. Floating in the lake. And then it sinks. Do you get it now, folks? The person that made this video faked it. Let's roll it one more time. Car coming down the coast, turning, hitting the water, looking like it's floating, turning toward the camera, and then after a few seconds of floating, lights out, because it's supposedly sunk. Do you get it now, folks? We've been lied to by the person that made this video, and I just proved for a fact that this video was fake. And you saw it here first on my channel. You backtube Jeff. It's where you get the good stuff.
All right. It says, this would also explain why people are saying that other cars appear to go in the water too, before and after the car going in the lake at 12:33 a.m.
Trick.
Let's watch that one more
Let's
time.
grab this overlay and move it over here.
Okay, so
bit.
that's how he did it. See, he moved the one overlay. If you didn't
Let's go a
watch
little
anything,
further, right about
watch
there.
this.
And then we're going to just stretch it out a bit so that it still fits. And then we're going to go a little further with it. And stretch it out a little further.
So technically he's
Maybe
enlarging
just one more
it,
time.
right?
Okay. So now what we've got is a daytime video. Oops. Oh, look at that. Look where the lights are, everybody. Over there in the lake. Huh. Now, if we just take this video and make it just a little bit more lake looking. Look at that. All right. Okay, guys, let's play it back and see what we
Here we
have
go.
here. Let's hit play.
Hit play,
In
Jeff.
fact, I'm going to make this full screen so we can see it.
Let's do it.
Play. Oh, look at that. Car lights
Oh, there's
going
her
down the
car
coast,
going into the water.
Into the water. Splash. Turning toward the camera a little bit. Floating in the lake. And then it sinks. Do you get it now, folks?
the person that made this video failed. So they don't have to be held on very well. I've had customers just drive up on a curb a bit and hook it just a little bit. And when they back out, they've ripped the entire front end of their...
Oh, listen to this part. Hold on. Listen to this part from him, too.
And then the car went in the lake right there where they were parked. Maybe it's...
Yeah, right here. Hold on. He has some really good, like, explanations.
Easy to make this video look like the car went in the water when A, it probably did not, B, we have no idea if that's Kylie's car or not. It could have been. Maybe she was parked down at the beach before whatever happened to her. And then the car went in the lake.
Right. We don't even know where she was parked.
Maybe it's not her car at all, and it's just somebody else down there to smoke a big doobie or drink some beers or maybe just look out over the lake. You can't see the lakes with your headlights on. You have to shut your headlights off. I go down to the lake near my area all the time, and you have to shut your lights off if you want to see out there at night and see the waves and stuff. So it's very common for people to pull up at the beach and shut their lights off. So we have no idea if that's her car. We have no idea if it's somebody else's car. We have no idea if it's a different day, and the timestamp has been manipulated, which would also be extremely easy to do. So it's been debunked, in my opinion, and you can go ahead and share this video with other people if you think they're wrong as well. I felt like it was wrong from the beginning. Here's why: because in my investigative mind, I cannot accept something that does not line up with any of the evidence. Okay, and that's why I'm still waiting for a reply directly from Honda, so I can bring you guys the facts straight from the manufacturer.
See?
But in my personal opinion, as an auto body repair specialist, I fix those plastic bumpers and grills on cars all the time. They are cheap, they break easy, they're held on with plastic clips. They're all for show because the real crumple zone and protection of the vehicle is built in to the unibody of the car, and the plastic stuff on the outside, these bumper shells and stuff, they're just for show. They're not on there to do anything for safety, so they don't have to be held on very well. I've had customers just drive up on a curb a bit and hook it just a little bit, and when they back out, they've ripped the entire front end of their car off. Okay, those things break super easy.
It would have been broken.
I'm telling you, from what I know, if it hits the water at full driving speed, those bumpers are going to be smashed, broken, cracked, damaged. The grill could be damaged. The clips, it would at least break, and there would be pieces of the bumper shell hanging off. It wouldn't be perfect like it was when we saw it pulled out of the water by law enforcement. So that does not line up. If this video of it driving into the lake, which I just proved isn't real, were real, there would be damage to the front of the vehicle, and there isn't. So that proves that the car went in at a slower rate of speed, driven in by somebody. Okay, the other thing we can see for sure, for fact, is that in the dive video, the original dive video, we can see inside the car, and we can all clearly see that the airbags were not deployed. Now, a vehicle smashing into water, they are designed for the airbags to go off no matter what they hit. And it's the G-forces that set off the airbags. It has nothing to do with what you hit. If you hit water, a brick wall, a bush that's strong enough to stop you, a telephone pole, whatever you hit, if the velocity is high and the G-force of the stop is high, it's going to trigger the airbags. Okay, so the vehicle had to have been traveling under a certain speed that the computer is designed to trigger the airbags at a lighter touch. Okay, so at a low speed, if you bump into something, it doesn't deploy the airbags. Why? Because people back into stuff. They drive into stuff in their driveway and just touch it. Maybe they touch the trailer hitch on their trailer in front of them. Or maybe they bumped into somebody in a parking lot. That doesn't require airbags to blow off in your face at 200 miles an hour.
Okay, I want to address what you guys are saying. The timestamp can be changed in the fact, okay. How do I explain this? Okay, let me give you an example. What do you mean by the timestamp? We all know that the timestamp would be on the original video if it's real, right? So just like this has a timestamp right here. See this timestamp? Down here? I can dub this video if I wanted to. And I can create an overlay that resembles, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could. It would take time, but I mean, people will do anything for money. So I can take this overlay, which right here, and I can create my own. And I can make it appear to be something that is different than what you see in the original, if that makes sense. It's not hard to do. It's literally an overlay, and you just take out the original and you put what you want in there. On the original cam, I have no idea. I know that those cameras can be manipulated and hacked. I'm just not, like someone just said, you don't get new evidence every week from YouTubers when the police are being silent. Like, that just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And maybe their website was hacked and that's why it's down. Maybe they had to secure their website because it was hacked. I mean, we all know that everything can be hacked. There you go, Wool. It's doo-doo with the vulnerable system used on the cam system. It's not watermarked. Oh. Potato, she says it's not timestamps on videos, it's timestamps on still images they put together. That's even easier to do. You could do it during a video as well, but doing it on a still picture, it's kindergarten work. 3-year-olds can probably do that now. Coffee and True Crime, do you want to call in? Do you want to come on, panel, and explain? I can give you a link. If you would like, let me know. So then I'm going to move on from this for now, and we're going to look at, this is from Tyler Feller. Okay, so he put out a 5-minute video, and I don't know if we need to really watch the whole thing, but I'm going to start it from like right here. Because, I mean, people are zooming in, they're zooming out, they're overlaying, they're making it brighter. It's like, what even is it now?
Here, same thing. That's the exact location where Kylie's vehicle was found.
And you can see from the other side of the lake, it's an embankment. You wouldn't even, it's so frustrating. But let's watch.
Absolutely heartbreaking. First thing you're going to see are those headlights appear. Again, that's not actual daylight. What I did was take an image from earlier in the day and put it over top of this. That way we had a little bit more color to it. Obviously at midnight you don't have footage, but you're going to see those headlights first appear. And you're going to see those headlights shine across the water.
Thank you. Thank you, CR.
To the other shoreline. And you can sort of see, if you guys look around the lake too, there's other vehicles, other cars, not necessarily in direct closeness to where Kylie's car is at, but you're going to be able to see some other cars, some other vehicles there. You can obviously, where there's a big emphasis of vehicles, likely kids leaving that party. Okay, headlights are appearing, shining. Guys, it's so easy to see, especially the closer zoomed in that we are.
See the orb?
There you see it in the water. And then you're going to start to see that car slowly fade, unfortunately, into the lake.
It's fully an orb.
My goodness. You'd think that the law enforcement would have access to this footage, especially with over 200...
I mean, to sit here and act like law enforcement is stupid, it cracks me up that people do this. It cracks me up that Homeland Security, FBI, California Highway Patrol, and multiple counties and cities are involved in this, and people think there's a fucking cover-up. How?
Law enforcement agents assigned to this case, didn't somebody think for just a couple minutes?
No, none of them thought.
Look at this footage.
Not one of them. Not one of them. But thank God you did, Tyler.
So heartbreaking.
I wish I had Pink Floyd money on my soundbite. Money! It's
One
a
more
gas.
Really zoomed in this time.
Share it fairly, but don't make her get your monster. Yeah, I'll give her a link in a sec. Hang on. Hang tight, sweetheart. What's up, Jerry?
First thing you'll see is headlights appear.
Not one law enforcement agency thought of this, but he did. I'm so grateful.
That's how it played out.
Yeah, but at some point,
Hey
Denise,
guys, I'm left with so many more questions.
they all
now.
came in.
See those
A
headlights now
youth
shining across the
pastor?
water.
What? Dark. I have no idea where
See
the
those
original
headlights?
comes from.
Now in the water, hard to tell. Almost looks like a splash, but I think it's just headlights.
A splash?
We're gonna start to see those headlights, unfortunately, disappearing for good.
I just can't believe. Guys, YouTube does solve and help solve crimes, you know, like the RVers finding Gabby's van. But every week there's not going to be new evidence dredged up by YouTubers because law enforcement is such failures. It's just not going to happen.
So heartbreaking.
Oh my God.
Thank you guys for watching.
It's so heartbreaking. That sounded real. Have we not learned anything from true crime? You have to sniff.
Share this video with you again. This
Okay,
is
here's the very
KIELY
beginning.
Rodni's vehicle.
He's probably going to strike me.
From the Nevada Energy webcam, and you can clearly see KIELY Rodni's vehicle go into the water. What I did was take a picture from earlier that day, which was obviously in daylight, and I put it over top of this, so it adds a little bit of color and enhancement to the picture so you can see what's going on. The timestamp down there is at the bottom. We see right now headlights begin to appear for the first time. Now you're seeing the headlights beaming over here on the left side. In just a second, I have a circle around it, so it's a little bit more clear. In just a second, too, you'll see headlights beaming on the ground towards the left side. So
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
What's going on?
I was so heartbroken while I made
appearing.
this video.
And then you're going to start to see those headlights shine to the opposite shoreline.
Oh, there's the little blob. I see it.
You're going to see that headlight
It's so
reflection
clear.
disappearing
How did I
from the
miss it?
opposite shoreline. You're going to see the headlights stop moving forward.
Oh, stop. That could have been paused.
You're going to see the headlights now going to a small pinpoint. And then we're going to watch those over the course of the next minute. Those headlights totally disappear into Prosser Lake. Guys, it's impossible to watch this and not know that this is Kylie's car. I have so many questions. How was there a 1236 phone call when this vehicle is clearly underwater? 1234. There you guys see that headlight starting to disappear. and it's gone.
Yeah, me too, Lauren. I don't like
Zoomed
that
in
shit
version
either.
coming up to you here. Same thing. That's
I
the
think
exact
Nessie's in
location
there.
where Kylie's vehicle was found. Absolutely heartbreaking. First thing you're going to see are those headlights appear. Again, that's not actual daylight. What I did was take an
Absolutely heartbreaking. He
from
says it was
earlier in the
such
day and
emotion.
put it over top of this. That way we had a little bit more color to it. Obviously at midnight you don't have footage, but you're going to see those headlights first appear.
Why don't we have footage at midnight?
And you're going to see those headlights shine across the water to the other shoreline. And you can sort of see, if you guys look around the lake too, there's other vehicles, other cars, not necessarily in direct closeness to where Kylie's car is at, but you're going to be able to see some other cars, some other vehicles there. You can obviously
It's music,
see there's a
though.
big emphasis of vehicles, likely kids leaving that party.
It's overlaid with daylight.
Okay, headlights are appearing.
Who knows when those cars were
shining.
actually
Guys,
driving?
It's so easy to see, especially the closer zoomed in that we are. There you see it in the water. And then you're going to start to see that car slowly fade, unfortunately, into the lake.
Who's Hambrecht? I don't even know who these people are.
My goodness, you'd think that the law enforcement would have access to this footage, especially with over 200 law enforcement agents assigned to this case. Didn't somebody think
Nope,
for
they
just a
didn't.
couple minutes to look at this footage?
No, but thank God you did. We're so happy.
So heartbreaking.
Oh my God. Okay. Woo! What do you guys think of that? That is proof is in the pudding, if you will.
You know, the proof is in the pudding, if you will.
I think that Nessie has been spotted. This is for you guys.
You're kind of that, Napoleon.
Here you go.
Last week, Japanese scientists placed explosive detonators at the bottom of Lake Loch Ness to blow Nessie out of the water. Sir Court Godfrey of the Nessie Alliance summoned the help of Scotland's local wizards to cast a protective spell over the lake and its local residents, and all those who seek for the peaceful existence of our underwater ally.
I had to do it. I think Nessie's in there somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to throw a link in chat if anybody would like to attempt to come up and give their opinions.
You have to stand down.
Hold on. Jack Johnson. Why are you shitting on Tyler? He's a great dude. I didn't know I was shitting on anyone. We need yes, we do. We need a Nessie emoji. I don't even know who the dude is, but people in chat are obviously have watched him. I don't know what a super sticker train is. What is that? There's the link. Oh, wait, wrong link. Hey, Scott Skulls, what if vehicle data comes back CRV went in the water that night? Maybe it did. Most likely it did. We know her car was pulled out of there. It doesn't mean that that vehicle shows she's going in the water. And everyone's all, I mean, why is it such a big deal then? If her car went in that night, then that means that the whole story with the tow truck driver the next day was a lie? Hey, Shell.
Roberta.
Upper Roberta for 34 months. Oh, my God.
Roberta. That's how it played out.
Did someone, shitting sitting on board one, McAfee, the shit hammock. Bullhorn Betty is at the Bullhorn and Dolly are at Quentin's house. Are you serious?
Roberta.
Christina Lasky, thank you for being a member. Roberta for 2 months. Thank you.
Roberta.
Well, I'm going to put the link in chat one more time if anyone wants to come up and give your opinions. And that includes you. Jack Johnson, which I love. Jack Johnson, I love your music, by the way. I like making banana pancakes on the weekends. Ah, that's great. Well, maybe she'll hear some of the arguments and get them on video. Lauren says she'll shit on him. I don't know who he is, but I think that anybody, any creator who decides to put this out like that and say it's so clear and it's da-da-da-da-da, I think that's just a bit deceiving. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it like I see it. I don't care who's a pastor and who's not. Take the link, Scott. Take the link, because I got a bone to pick with you anyways. No pun intended. Just kidding. Come on. Oh, a guest joined. Let's see who's here. Oh, boy. I don't see you, Clayton. Are you not turning? You got to turn on your video. Because I can't see you. I need to be able to see you. Come on up, Scott. Come on, Skulls. I haven't seen you in months. I'd like to talk with you. Listen, Clayton, I'll add you, but you have to turn on your camera. Because I don't know if that's you. Fueled by coffee and true crime. Do you have a camera? You can turn it off. I just want to see who you are first. I don't know if it's like on my end that I can't see you. All right, I'm going to take a chance on Fueled by Coffee and True Crime and show them. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I can't hear you. Let me know in chat if you guys can see me and hear me. Hey, Steve. Oh, yeah. You can hear me?
KB, it's we have to stand down.
Thanks again, Steve. I can't hear you for some reason. Can you guys hear them or no? Here, another guest joined. Clayton. All right, let's try Clayton. Okay, Clayton, can you hear me? I bet you can hear me, but I can't hear yo. Damn it. Why do I have so many issues? All right, let me try this again. I wanted to talk to Scott Skulls and Clayton and Fueled. Damn it. I know, and I can't see the guests. But they say they can see me and hear me. I did add to stream. I did. And it's the same link. And it's live. It should be just fine. I don't know why it's not. Phone buttons. What do you mean? I know you only see and hear me. I get it. I got it. I don't know why it's not working. Well, let's pop over here and see if we can add it here. Oh my gosh, Jerry, you can't hear me on there? All right, let's try it this way here. I don't know if this is going to be the same link, so I'm going to put a new link up in the chat. Because I should be able to see you if you have your camera on right when you join. I know Clayton, Georgia, and we've got Clayton in chat. Maybe Steven Stacker. Hey, Jennifer. Actually, Steven Stacker, aka Tyler, the creator. This is a new function on Streamlabs OBS, and they just rolled it out this week, so there might be some problems. Oh, I don't know, Lauren. So did you back Jeff think the fire camera video was fake or the daylight overlay view? I think he said where the daylight overview and all of any kind of alter to the video was fake. And he's not saying that it's not her going in there. He's just saying that it could be manipulated in many, many ways. It's not really hard to do, and it's not hard to find someone who can do it. I think was his point. Yeah, if you guys want to try that link. If it doesn't work, we can just use Zoom or something. I think, Miss Robin. Yeah, I don't use StreamYard. This is Streamlabs. But you haven't used that link because no one's joined and it's active. What's up, Jimmy Rhino? I'm trying to take call-ins. Apparently, I should have Tyler school me. Yes, the light is deceiving. He's showing how overlays can be moved to make the perception off of where the lights were actually shining. I'm going to click on my own damn link and see what happens. I'm joining my own stream because I don't know what's going on. Bear with me for a second. It's to work fine for me. I don't know. He does not know.
That he does not know.
All right. Well, you know what? Instead of doing that, I really want to talk to you guys about this. So I'm just going to throw up, not literally like throw up, but I'm going to put up a Zoom link and we can talk there. So here we go. Copy link. No Tyler needed. There is the Zoom. Come on down. You are the next contestant on J is for Justice. Come on down. If you're going to hurl into this. So put a 1 in chat if you think Nessie is going to be in Lake Prosser next. I have a Zoom guest. Let's see who we've got. Let's get it up on the screen here. We've got 2 Zoom guests. View. Uh-oh. Hello, my man. How are you, Clayton?
What's up?
Not much, not much. Hold on. I've got the boogeyman. I don't know if I should add him. What do you think?
Who?
They put their name as the boogeyman. What do you think?
I mean, do you enjoy having your channel?
I do. I kind of do. So, boogeyman, fuck directly off.
Oh, yeah. I would say that'd be a good way to get it taken.
So yeah, come in with your real name, or you can fuck directly off. So how you been, Clayton? I haven't talked to you in quite some time. You're still on this case.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, man, shit's just gotten wild.
You're what?
Like, I just don't even know what to think anymore.
Oh, well, who does, right? Fueled by coffee and true crime. Can you hear us? Let's make sure that she can hear us.
I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just, it's got way out of hand.
All right, so dude, what's your honest thoughts about this? I know you've been following it all.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Streamlabs is as fake as the fire cam video. Don't ever use that again. That was awful.
Don't use what?
That Streamlabs that I just tried to connect.
Why? Why?
It's just as much bullshit as that fire cam that we've been watching.
Why? Why do you say that? Why do you say that? What's wrong with it?
No, like like I've got earbuds connected to because I'm just on my work iPad when I do this. So I've got my earbuds connected, and for some reason it just wanted to keep picking up my audio from the iPad instead of my
so
Bluetooth.
it's junky. Yeah, it's brand new. So like Streamlabs just came out with their own collab tool. So like I hate using Zoom because when I play videos, my people can't hear them in real time. They have to go and watch it on YouTube. So this would be, you know, when they came out with this, I'm like, this is cool because everybody can see things as I see them when I'm playing them. So it makes it easier to discuss shit, you know? But
what about StreamYard? Do you not like StreamYard?
I really don't. And it's not as, you can't like customize it as much. It's pretty like straightforward, like plug and play. So I like to have a little, you know, I'm not like the best streamer in the world, but I like to have some flexibility when it comes to, you know. Oh, Clayton, shot. Oh, I got a sound bite for that. I just put new sound bites on today, too.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up? Fueled by Coffee and True Crime.
You guys can call me Debbie. I didn't know I could put my name in here.
Oh, hey, Debbie. Nice to meet ya.
Let me kick my daughter out of my room here. Hang on just a second.
Oh, Jay, let me take back what I said.
Do it gently.
You're the second best.
Oh, because Ryan's the best.
No, Mr. Feller.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know who he is. And I'm getting super chats. Why are you shitting on him, motherfucker? Like, I wasn't shitting on him, but I mean.
No, I don't think he was shitting on him. I think he was just saying that his take was full of shit.
I mean, why can everybody else call it like they see it? But when Jay is for Justice does, she's such a bitch. Like, everyone else can go live every night and say, oh, so-and-so did this and lied, and they're grifters, and they're bitches, and they're assholes, and they're this and that and the other. I make one comment, literally, which is just an opinion about a video. Nothing personal. And I get super chatted that I'm shitting on someone. Like I'm in John McAfee's fucking shit hammock, just letting it go on Tyler Feller.
Speaking of John McAfee, we still need to have the Alex Jones.
I know. And you know what? They're on or verdict watch.
And I also think that I want to find somebody to stream this damn Waukesha trial. That dude is wild.
The parade dude?
Yeah. I've been watching that at work all day. It is wild.
I haven't watched a lot of it, Clayton, but I've watched some of it.
Oh, it's insane.
And I've seen he's actually representing himself, right?
Yeah, and he put a motion in front of the court today that he only wants to have one witness to testify on his behalf.
Who's that?
And he wants it to be the state of Wisconsin.
Oh, man.
Because they're the plaintiff in the case. So he said that his Sixth Amendment right says that he can face his accuser. So if his accuser is the state of Wisconsin, then
what'd the judge
he wants to put him on the stand. The judge said the state of Wisconsin is an entity, not a person. You can't put an entity on the stand.
What a shit show. I know it's a circus.
Yeah, he's a mess.
If there's any channels that are doing like highlights, we could play the highlights and comment on them for sure.
So you can literally put a Zoom meeting right in your live?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
You can with OBS, but not with like that Yards. That's why I don't like StreamYards and like Melon and those other ones. Because you can't like customize them enough. And I like to customize a little bit. But yeah, you can just can bring it right in as a window capture and there you go. Yeah, so let's talk about this video. Let's talk about this video.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I'm adding OBS. Well, I want you to contact me privately after this is over so I can show you something confidential that I can't talk about here.
Okay.
What I can talk about here is I have been doing this type of work for about 24 years. And on the back end of things, when you have you ever gone to a website and they do like a realtor website where they do like the walkthrough, where you click on the little button and you'll go through the photos, you know?
Yeah.
somebody has to manually load those photos.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just appear. So when you guys were going to this website and you were clicking on play or clicking on next frame and back up and pause and all those photos were manually entered into that database and into all those folders. They didn't just appear there. That means that a human being put all of those pictures in there. They weren't just manually, automatically appear. A photo was taken every 2 seconds and then stored, but then they had to be manually put in those folders.
Oh, so what you're saying is those cameras are...
They knew about the cameras all along. Somebody knew about those cameras all along.
Oh, I'm sure. But what you're saying is they're like still frames put together.
Right, yes. They're just regular photographs, and they're huge photographs. Huge high resolution.
Right.
During the daytime, they're gorgeous photographs. I've seen them. I've seen the full high definition photographs. At night, they change to kind of low res infrared photographs. They're still beautiful, but they're huge. When you can get your hands on a full size one, you can really zoom in. Very
Right. Yeah, I've seen photos like that where it's crazy. It's crazy. Like you open it on your computer and it takes like more than the whole screen if you opened it full screen.
Yes. So each one of those that it takes, it's that big and they take up a lot of room. So if you can, just getting one just the size of, like your little browser window, that's really nothing. So just working with one of those little images, that's really not very good resolution. So you have to keep that in mind. The
it's all pixelated.
Gray Hughes was working with that little bitty image, right? And then he was also working at a distance. When I watched him do his video, I was watching him do it from a distance when he was lining up the mountain ridge and lining up the trees and lining up the water.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching him do that and I was going, oh God, what is he doing? Because I've done this and I've watched people. I've done graphics and web design as well for many years. When you add a layer and you add a transparency, you have to zoom in so close that you almost can't see what you're even looking at. You have to really watch pixel by pixel by pixel to really line it up correctly.
Well, yeah, I mean, in Tyler's video,
he never got that close.
Well, in Tyler's video too, you could see like the actual pixels moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the
and
whole
there's all
screen.
That light and the light bulb, the orbs and extra lights that he created. It was just crazy. All those extra lights that you see up in the air, that's just light reflecting off of the pole on the camera. That's nothing.
Well, it looks like an orb.
Here's my question, because the day after I saw, like before these edited videos came out, I just saw some YouTubers, on their lives just pulling the actual video up. And so I found the website and went to the actual video. And I watched the actual video. I ran the time back to the time that they said, and I watched it. And what you're seeing is what you're seeing, but you definitely can't tell if it's in the water. There's no way for you to be able to tell that. It's at night. You can tell that it's close to the water. But that's kind of the part that I'm struggling with.
You cannot tell, right? There's no way to tell from that image. There's no way.
No, you can't. Like you see the light come down towards where the water would be, but you can't even make out what's water from that far away.
No, you just can't.
You know what I mean? Like you can't even tell where the water and the land separate. And then all of a sudden the light just disappears. So, I mean, I definitely think it's interesting, but I think that these YouTubers going in and obviously editing these things to make it look like something that it's not is just a money grab. I mean,
right. That's the trick. That's the trick. They're editing poorly scrunched, already scrunched images that are already distorted because they're not full resolution, right? So it's really hard to explain. They're not working with the full size images to begin with. And they should be, if they're going to be doing any kind of work, they're not working with video to begin with. They're working with That's what he was doing. He was working with video that he then turned into images off of video that was made off of still images.
Who's he though?
The whole thing was just so messed up.
I haven't watched. I mean, I knew a video came out of her car going in. I saw it, just briefly, blew it off. I was like, whatever. We know her car went in there. We know her car was pulled out of there. I didn't really see where this really was, groundbreaking. Like, oh my God, what's the big deal? We know she went in there. The only thing that would really be a big deal to me is if that really was her car and Adventures with Purpose had this tow truck guy saying that her car was out of the water the next day. And then it would make me think, why the lies and who's lying and why? That's really the whole, for me. So I would say if that's real, let's talk to tow truck driver again and see what's up. That's where I'm at with that. But it being her car or not her car, I mean, we just saw that it could be anybody's car. All it is an orb of light. I mean, we don't even know if that was the same day. It could be. You do a search right now on YouTube and put KIELY Rodni car goes into lake. Do you know how many different versions?
I can confirm that it is I don't know if anything's been edited. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if any dates and times have been edited, but when it takes the screenshots, when it takes the photos, right? It takes 30 per second, one every 2 seconds, one every other second, basically. So bam, 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 30 per second, 30 frames per second. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good speed. Well, what Gray Hughes did was he went on the website when it was still active, when they discovered that there was fire cams available to look at. And he made it as big as he could on his screen. And then he started taking screenshots of the quote video, which really wasn't a video. It was just a click through of the, photos. So and then he made his own video off of that.
So we have low res photos on top of screenshots of low res photos.
Yes.
And then we have,
and then he took
brightening and darkening. Yes.
Yes, he took a daytime overlay from the previous day, not the same day. Which I don't know if that really makes that much of a difference, but it was from 2 p.m. from the previous day.
I'm going to have to mute for a second. My mail lady's here. Hey, chill. I thought maybe she'd stop. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, so there's all kinds of things going on. And I think
and then he did not line up anything correctly. It was driving me crazy when I watched him do that part. And then, so when I saw somebody else do a video, and who was that? All American Cartel did a video on this. It was funny as hell. The video opens up as if it's it's actually the one that you were just featuring. It's actually that one at the beginning when he shows, that's the same video. I just came in right after that.
Oh, the guy that did the Matchbox car? Yeah.
Yes. I think, I don't know if you have the one that's in, I'm not sure which video that you have up, if it's in that one, but he's in that one that All American Cartel features.
I haven't seen that.
So you might want to look at that one because it's really good. But he also explains how in Gray's video, he admits 2 things that are major. Number one, he said he admitted live on his channel. He said, I lined it up the best I could. Looks like it's about 1 millimeter off. 1 millimeter, when you're talking about pixels on the image, is huge. It makes a huge difference. You're talking 20, 40 feet by the time you get down there in real life space.
Well, if you remember, if you kept up with the Rittenhouse trial, that was a big part of that trial. Was those videos that they had of the actual incident, and they were zooming in on it, and the defense was trying to say, you don't know what the software is putting in those
yes, exactly,
to make up what you're seeing. It's got to be
right. I remember that. Right. So, yeah, that did remind me of that. And then the other thing was his frames per second. he was playing that video that made everybody so sad, right? His video, he played it at double time. And I noticed that right away because I had already processed it myself. And when you're looking at a video, you're supposed to do it in a dark room, dim the screen, and let your eyes get adjusted to the light and really study that image for a while so that you know what you're looking at and your eyes get adjusted to that really bright light in the dark, and you can actually see things that you couldn't see before. You know what I mean? It just helps a lot when you're working with light. So I could see by playing it at real time that car had stopped. And I was trying to tell Grace that the other day in his chat. I was like, hey, dude, you got to slow it down. You're playing it at double time. And that car stopped. I could see that it stopped. I don't know why you're playing it at double time. And he literally got all over me and other people in chat, calling
What's
his
new?
names and stuff. It was ridiculous.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I put out a video roasting him right back. So.
Well, and here's the thing that gets me about this whole thing is the video speaks for itself. If you just go watch the video, I mean, now it's been taken down, but the original video that was on the Firewatch, the Alert California website, I watched the video. It speaks for itself. You can see what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been left at that.
Exactly.
Because anything else after that, you're just creating something that we have no idea if that's what happened or not. I understand the speculation around it and saying there's a possibility this is Kylie's car. Yeah, it is a possibility,
exactly.
but we don't know 100% if it is. And then
it should have just been like, oh, hey, yeah, that could be her car next.
Yep.
Exactly.
And my other thing is even if it is her car going into the water, what does that prove? We know her car went in the water. The only thing it proves is the timeline is a little bit different than what we thought. But that still doesn't mean she's the one driving. It still doesn't mean
it doesn't prove shit. It doesn't answer any questions.
True, exactly. That's the whole point. And I think that facts really matter. Putting out the actual facts without any of this bullshit conspiracy around it. And just putting out the facts. I mean, we all know all the conspiracies around it. We know who we think did it. We know who we think is involved. We all have what we believe, and we're pretty sure. We all see Jagger freaking out right now.
I think what the main thing is, though, for me, is that for those of us who really want to follow a case legitimately with factual shit, people who manipulate videos to their own, for their own, like,
agenda.
Their own
confirmation
agenda.
Bias is what it is.
You know, it's all about money and,
yes,
you know, clicks and views and getting subscribers and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think to me that bothers me more than anything because if it's not Kylie, who's next? It's the next case. First it was Summer Wells. Now it's KIELY Rodni. Who's next?
Yeah.
This little boy who's missing right now, this little toddler. I mean, people, I think that the way that dude, you know, put out his videos very simply like kindergarten style, people are making fun of that, but most people don't edit videos and don't know about this stuff. I literally went and had my dread girl said, oh, how's the podcast going? Whatever. We started talking about deep fakes. She says, deep what? What's that? She's 25 years old. She's never heard of deep fakes. I mean, so who's to say the majority of my listeners are between 35 and 65?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to know what a freaking overlay is. They're not going to know that normal people can do this. You know, they think, oh, only people good at computers can manipulate videos and timestamps and things. It's so easy to do, and I think that's what people don't understand. And
right.
It's frustrating.
I mean, in my day, we just called them layers, and then we went by transparency. That's all it really is. It's just extra
like
layer.
when it was Paint, Microsoft Paint.
Right. Well, I use Paint Shop Pro.
I'm talking about like back in the day. You know, Paint was the editing tool.
I have never used Photoshop. I use Paint Shop Pro, and if anybody's interested in getting into, you know, editing, I highly recommend it because it's very user friendly. And I
Good way to
started
make money.
using it way back in, I think, 2000. I believe it's 2000. It's very user friendly. I started back when I think it was like Paint Shop Pro.
It's annoying
2.
for creators because there's those of us who actually want to just follow like the factual stuff and not have to go back and like retract and go, oh, sorry, that wasn't real. Like, I don't want people to replay my videos and have to decipher through what's real and what's not. So
and that's what they're having to do now with Gray.
Well, not just with Gray. I mean, it's a lot of creators, and there's all these little channels being made every day, putting out false stuff, and it's all like one creator making 5 channels. If you see a channel with 500 subs and they have all this evidence on KIELY Rodni, you might want to question it, because who are they and why are they just now on YouTube and they have all this stuff?
Well, on the flip side of that, though, look at me. Look at me, though. You just described me.
Not really.
You just described me, though. I am brand new to YouTube. I've only been here for a few months, and I don't have that much stuff on KIELY. I've only got a couple videos.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If
you have exclusive evidence that no one else has, and you have like 500 subs, and you have not been anywhere on the tubes, that is sus.
Yeah.
Because the ones that are going to be contacted are the ones that are integrated, the ones that have
you mean like Check It TV?
I don't even know who that is, so probably, because I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but I do, today's an example. I did a search, KIELY Rodni car goes into the water, because I wanted to just play it, and I couldn't find one that was just straight from the website. They were all manipulated, blown up, cropped, zoomed in, brightened up, darkened, the contrast. I mean, I couldn't find a pure raw clip.
Right. Well, that's because it doesn't belong to anybody. It actually belonged to the website. Okay. It doesn't belong to anybody. Those photos belong to the website. They belong to everybody. They belong to the taxpayer.
But I'm hearing there were 2 sources of videos.
There's 2.
There are 2 separate websites that you can go see the same video, right?
Correct.
But one of them, there's only one of them that you can actually manipulate the time to run the time back to see past recordings. The other one you can only watch live.
Correct, but they both do access the same exact database.
Yeah, so they're from the same camera.
Oh, okay.
It's just whatever database that they go to. One of them you're able to manipulate the time and go back in dates and change everything. But something that I haven't really heard anybody say, and this is something that like I said earlier, this video speaks for itself. But the weirdest part is this to me just proves how big of a piece of crap SF Investigates still is, because he held on to this information until now. So
I didn't even know this connected to him. What does he have to do with this video? Is that where it came from?
He put out a video. It was a little short clip of that day. I think it was October 4th, if I remember correctly. It was on October 5th. He put out a short clip. He said, "Oh, here's Clayton, do you remember what he said exactly?" He put out, it was like a short clip of the day before. He said there's like footage that law enforcement has of the actual crash. Everybody needs to leave the family alone. They have the information that's going to like solve it. It's probably still on his Twitter.
Well, he posted the link and then said, he basically posted a link on his Twitter. And then later on, whenever people started asking, why haven't y'all talked about this before? And then people started figuring out that you could run the time back. He then came out and said, "Oh, I didn't realize that you could run the time back. This is just where they saw it. This is just a link that law enforcement had," or something like. He kind of shrugged it off like it was no big deal. But I'm sitting there thinking, like, you knew this the whole time, and this is the only thing that supports your accident theory? It's weird.
Yeah, very weird.
A lot of people believe that he actually did know how to go back and look and he knew this the whole time. And this was his way of getting that information out there.
I don't trust Twitter. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't trust Twitter at all. If you want to talk about tampering with interfering in an investigation, I feel like Twitter interferes in a lot of investigations. And if you want fake news, go to Twitter. That's how I feel about Twitter. I have seen so many fake accounts on Twitter. I can't even tell you. So I don't know what's real and what's not over there. But I did hear that Elon Musk's deal is back on. So I think a lot of those fake accounts are going to be bye-bye. I heard it's back on as of last night.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. We need
that's where it came out. And then people started, playing around with it. And
so let me get this straight. This person that no one believes, right? I've seen everyone in chat bashing this SF. No one believes him. They think he's full of shit. But this video has blown up to this magnitude, and it started with someone that no one believes.
He wasn't the one that figured out how to get into the backside. That's the tricky part. He did it in a very slick way where his hands were off of it. He was smart. You know what I mean? He got the information out there, and then he was like, okay, here you go. It's kind of like giving a child a candy bar,
mm-hmm.
and saying, here you go, figure out how to open it. And then the children's,
that stuff always makes me wonder, why would someone want everyone to blow that up? It's weird. Hold on.
Jay?
We've got what's up?
Theory.
What's up?
I gotta hop out for a little while. I'll holler at y'all.
Are you kidding me? You got someone to go bond out or what? All right. I gotta give Boogeyman and Nana K, Miss Harmony, a chance to weigh in here. So stick around. Debbie, right?
Oh, let me say one last thing.
Don't leave
before I leave, and then
you don't have to leave.
Out.
You don't have to leave.
I wanted to tell you, on the bottom of each one of those images, there's that little strip, right, that has all that information.
Mm-hmm.
All you would have to do is crop that and swap it with another image, or a group of images to change out whatever you wanted to change out. It's a nice clean line across the bottom. If somebody really wanted to take the time to do that, you could do that if you had access to that information.
Yeah, it's easy to change things. It's easier than people think.
It is. If somebody had the time. Now, granted, we've had, 2 months. Somebody has had 2 months to do that if they so chose and they have the access. So I do hope that the FBI has checked to see who has accessed those folders, to see if anybody has, altered any of those.
Yeah. I mean, people can hack very easily. I found that out when my shit was hacked. So I had to get a new router. I had to get a new modem. I had to get all this new stuff and protect myself, because they can get in and change your shit. So,
well, those websites can be accessed in other ways, but if you do it, all of your information is going to be logged, and they will find you one way or another. So I've been hearing some things, but yes, can you contact me when you're done? Because I want to tell you something pretty big.
Yeah. Can you send me an email, jisforjustice@gmail.com, and then I'll reply to
that. With the number 4?
Yep.
All right. Well,
thanks. All right. Thanks so much. It was nice talking to you.
All right. I got to figure out how to get out of here now.
Oh, I can do it for you. If you
all right, thank you.
Okay, bye. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate you.
You too. Bye.
All right, Scotty Skulls, aka the Boogeyman. I think that's who you are. Unmute yourself. Nana K.
I can wait if you want me to.
Nana K cannot find the screen, so she's looking to find her Zoom screen. So go ahead, Skulls. What do you want to let me know?
Well, I can hear her.
Oh, wait, barely.
I'm sorry, but I have a very unstable.
Your mic is very, very, very distant.
Okay, well, I'll hold it. I have very unstable internet. Is that a bit better?
It's very, very quiet.
Okay,
That's a little bit better.
I've got like my blue right up to my mouth.
Okay, that's a little better, but it sounds you should probably check your connections after.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My internet's really unstable.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead.
Let me try my heads. Let me try my headsets.
You're okay now.
Okay, hold on a second.
You sound.
I am?
Yeah, you sound okay.
Okay, because my internet was down all morning. And anyways, hi Jay.
Hi.
I'm coming up because of a couple of things of the topics. So I'll hold blue here. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's right to my mouth. All right. So I was informed I saw SF's link to the video on the 4th or 5th. Okay. So I was traveling from Norway to everywhere. So I was going through 3 different time zones. I can't sleep on an airplane. So I watched 7+ hours of the stream. May I share my screen?
Sure.
To show you the actual footage so I can explain to you things?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Which one do I push to? Do I push screen? I've never been on Zoom before.
Share screen right at the bottom.
What do I do to share the screen? Which one do I
Are you on a computer?
Like I get your picture, whiteboard, iPhone. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Down at the very bottom, it should say share screen. It's a green
Let's see
button.
if this works. So what I'll do is while I'm talking to you, I want you to watch this.
Are you still there? I think we lost her, Scott.
We did.
I think her sharing screen was a bit too much for her internet.
Yeah, I don't know what she was on.
Thank you for subscribing, Jacqueline Durnan. Yeah, we lost her. So, okay, I got you all to myself, Scott Skulls.
Well, I don't know. My question is like, I watched the original, well, if it is original footage from the website, but I guess my question is I don't understand why everybody wants this footage to not be true or not be accurate.
What do you mean? I don't think anybody wants it to not be accurate.
Well, because everybody's trying to say it's fake or it's manipulated or whatever.
Well, it is
and
manipulated. I mean, we know that people are putting overlays and zooms and they're manipulating it. So how do you know? I guess my point is when people are manipulating a video in all these different ways, how do we know what other ways that they're manipulating it? Because they all look different. And
yeah,
I mean, so that's the point, is it can be manipulated very easily. Secondly, what if her car didn't go in there that night? What if we find out later that it was put in there the next day, that it was pushed in there? What if we just don't know. So I think for it to definitively be said, that's Kylie's car going into the water, is wrong. I think it's okay to say it could be, because it could. But it also could be just anybody's car driving down to the beach. We don't even know where she was parked. So I just don't understand the big deal with the video, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want it to be true, because I know her car ended up in there.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess my point is like if it shows, like if it is her car going in the water, let's just say unmanipulated, like if the original website hasn't been messed with, then it discounts a lot of other things. And it's like there's a lot of people just like pointing to the fact that they want it to be made where it's not her car going into the water. And that's where I don't understand why. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like people are trying to make a villain that might not exist. You know what I mean? Like it could just be a simple accident.
See, and I think the opposite. I think people are trying to make this video something that it may not be. Because I don't know how you could ever see that car go in the water like that on that pixelated video. It's literally an orb of light. It could be anything. It could be any car just there. And it could be overlaid with a video that takes you down where a car's driving down to that area. How do we know that there's not two videos overlaid in some of these where they're zoomed in and putting daylight view and all this? It comes out this girl's been missing since April 6th, 7th. And
August,
it's October, or I'm sorry, August. Yeah. And here it is, October, and whoa, wow, look, the FBI, and then the way that creator, Tyler, the creator, said, did the FBI, none of the law enforcement think to look at come on. I mean, are we at that level now where as YouTubers, we get our mitts on a pixelated video and we're gonna make it sound like law enforcement is stupid when we have Homeland Security, FBI, California Highway Patrol, numerous counties, and numerous cities.
I think they realized that they had it or could have it after her car, like a few days after her car was found. That's when I think law enforcement realized, you know what I mean, that they had.
But I'm asking, where is this video? Why is this video so detrimental to everyone?
It's not really. I mean, if it shows what people think, some people think it shows, then it like totally blows roadside guy out of the water, right? So, and Sammy and a whole bunch of other people. But if it's not, then it doesn't, right?
But the thing is, with roadside guy, with tow truck driver, we don't even know if he's legit. So I guess my question, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we grasping and hanging on to all of these things that we don't even know are real or true?
Well, the way it's kind of, I look at stuff a lot different. Everybody knows that. I've been in a couple disputes over this case already because people want to say like, yeah, because like one person wanted to say like the lights that were down on the left on the beach where they turned and put their brights on so they could see, and somebody ran from her car. I mean, and you can't see anything. You can't even tell really what you're looking at. But one thing I can say is I watched the archive footage from 12:33 when that supposedly does whatever it does all the way until daylight. And that car never turns its lights back on. And when the daylight comes out, there's no car on the beach anywhere. I can say that. And I know I can't show receipts because I didn't screen record freaking 6 hours, but when and if it ever does come back up, everybody else can do that.
Do you know Steven Slacker in chat?
No.
Steven, why don't you come up? Why don't you take a link? You've got a lot to say, and it's a lot easier to say it verbally. Steven. Earth to Steven. So I have a question for you, Scott Skulls.
Well, before you start interrogating me. So listen, let me tell you how I look at stuff like this case. Like, to me, things are an accident until they're not. Like people say, well, what evidence is there that it shows it's an accident? You don't have to have evidence to show it's an accident. You have to have evidence to show something nefarious happened, right? Like if you follow true crime, so like when there's a death or something or a missing person, it's not nefarious unless something shows it is. Like if you, Eliza, the video came out where it showed him forcing her into his car. Well, now it's nefarious, right? Now there's a crime being committed. But before that, she's just missing. So, and like in Kylie's case, there is nothing, if you take everybody's words out of it, all the word salad out of it, There's no solid evidence on video from Ellie or otherwise that shows anything nefarious happened.
I agree.
Nothing. So to me, it starts as an accident, and it's still an accident to me until something comes out that shows or says that it isn't. Right? So like if you compare, let's compare Kylie to Jalissa, right? They could be both exactly the same, right? Except for Kylie drove in the water and Jalissa missed a curve.
No, they really can't be, Scott. And I'll tell you why. Because there wasn't 100 people with Jalissa.
No.
That's where the Kylie thing bothers people. Is that there was all these kids there and seemingly no one knows what happened to Kylie. That's what's weird.
Well, I mean, if that orb video from that night is not tampered with, right? The original one on the archive, there isn't really any car lights on anywhere near her. There is before and there is after, but it's almost like when that light went over to the right, it was a perfect moment in time where there wasn't anything close. You know what I'm saying? It just.
What if
you know
she
what
was?
I mean? I don't.
Okay.
I don't think anybody saw her. If they did, somebody would have.
How could you not see her though?
Because she was a quarter of a mile away from the nearest other light, or where the people were at that time.
How do you know where her car was parked though? We don't know anything. That's the thing. Like, we don't know where she parked. Did she park in the parking area where, they said the parking area was? Did she park right by the party? Did she drive down by the beach? Was she parked down by the beach? Were they sitting with the hatch open, hanging out in the back of the car? Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. And we can speculate and speculate and speculate. But then we get this, video when people have been speculating for 2 months. And then we get this pixelated video and she just drives right into the water, bloop, right at that time, and no one sees shit. And there's no other cars there, but there was 100 kids. Make it make sense. And if you can go back into the video and go back in time, why can't you see all of the cars there? And those kids skedaddling when the campers said they did. So where's everybody else?
I think they made it, I don't know why, but I think they made it bigger than what it really is or was. I think there was only like that one picture that we think is from the party. There's like 34 people in it, I think I counted.
But we don't even know if that picture's from that party, right?
I know, we don't.
We don't know if any of this shit's real.
But if you take that and you put it together and you count the headlights out, if you count the cars in the video, like take the picture and the video and count them together, it's kind of the same. It kind of works out.
Vinny the Young Wolf says, I can see where you can see it's an accident, but I just don't believe it. It's got to be foul play, just my opinion. Yeah, Miss Harmony, I don't know what keeps happening. You keep bouncing after you come on. But we couldn't hear you.
For me, I don't want to make somebody a murderer or, make a crime that might not be a crime. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't see why anybody thinks it was a crime. We have no evidence that it was.
It's
crime.
Racing around all over on YouTube, pointing fingers at everybody. It's like, why do they want it to be? Why do they want it to be that?
Oh, because it's juicier. I mean, why do they love reading tabloids about men, cheating on their wives that are celebrities? Why is that juicy news? Like, oh, Adam Levine cheated. Why does everyone care? Because it's human nature and people They want there to be something dun 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 about it. Hey, Lisa, I'd like to know why you think the chief would lie about finding Jolissa. They said if you think the chief found Jolissa by accident, you're wrong. Why would you say that?
I think he is really smart about where he was looking and how he was like doing the road. And I'll bet you it took him days. I'll bet you he like did like a couple miles of that road every day and getting out of his car and looking at likely places. That's what I think. I think he used logic and was patient. And
well, he said he was lucky.
Well, he's humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
yeah,
I think
but
it's pretty shitty to like make it something it's not, because that dude had to see her in that car. Like he had to see what she looked like after months of being out in the elements in a crashed car. Like,
well, yeah, and everybody flipped out when he said the collision, a traffic collision. You know, I don't know if you guys looked at the roof of her car, but that thing was airborne vertical and nailed a tree. The whole roof of that car was perfectly caved in. It hit a tree while it was vertical.
Molly Brown wants to know, did the chief use the fire cams to find Jolissa?
No, probably not.
You can't touch this, says the data was changed. So I think the only thing that would be a crime possibly is like a cover up from an accidental death, i.e. a drug overdose, alcohol poisoning, and nobody wanted to get in trouble. That's the only thing I can come up with. But then, I don't know. Look at that. Look at that UFO dancing on the water out there. See that? looks like a UFO.
I don't, you know, for me, I don't think anybody was in that car like to drive it in. I've driven cars into water during the day on purpose, and it's scary even then when you know you're doing it.
But
so
Scott
at night,
Skulls, why were her back windows down, and why was she in the very back? Who drove it in there? How do you think she got in the back then?
there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways. I mean, people go round and round about how she got in the back, you know, but like, if you drive a car into the water, then you have a different understanding than if you have never been in that situation. I don't know if anybody in chat's ever got in an accident and went in water before, but let's stand the vehicle on its nose. Okay, pretend a crane like picks the thing up and has a car vertical, right? So the hatch is toward the sky and the front end's toward the ground.
You're gonna climb. Yeah, I know what you're going.
Okay, now get in it and stand in it and put your feet on the dashboard. Just put your feet on the dashboard. Where's your head gonna be inside the car?
Towards the back.
It's already gonna be in the back, because look up in your car next time you get in. Between the top of the windshield and the back window, even in a CRV is not very big. Yeah, it's only like 5 foot long. So when that car nosedived and the water's all coming in, as soon as you unstrap, if you're strapped in, and do your little 180 and put one hand on each side of the top of the front seats, all you got to do is straighten your legs and you're already in the back. You know what I mean? Top of your body is already back there. And a car sinks quick.
I disagree with Robin. I'm not disagreeing with you, Scott. I'm sorry. I was just reading. Miss Robinson, why did her phone shut off at the exact time the car went in? iPhones are water resistant. I can say right now, I had my phone in my pocket and I went in the pool and I had to get a new phone. Just saying. Couldn't even turn it on. And I thought they were supposed to be, and it was a 11. I thought they were supposed to be water resistant as well. This is not Check It TV. This is not.
Check It sounds whiny.
This is Scott E. Skulls, the one that draws with charcoal looking ass. I know who he is.
So
Make no mistake.
I got an opinion about the phone.
Go ahead.
Even the water resistant phones are only good for till 9 feet, 3 meters. Her car was in 14. And now the other thing that people don't think about with the phone is what if it was cracked? Now it's not water resistant at all.
Yeah, we don't know the condition of the phone. That's
How many
true.
people walk around with a crack in their screen? I mean, for real. Mine has one. Mine's had one for about a year.
But water resistant isn't the same as waterproof.
There is, well, to my knowledge, there isn't a cell phone that's waterproof. There's underwater cameras that are.
Oh, Casey just said my phone was cracked and I dropped it walking into my bathroom right in the toilet. It died immediately.
Yeah, right now. Yeah. But we can't say if her phone had a crack or not. It could just have a chip, like a little stone chip in it, and it's gonna.
Lisa, why
compromise.
are you making Jolissa about the Mexican mafia? We have no evidence that shows that the Mexican mafia was involved. She was at an AM PM and literally got in a car accident. Oh my gosh. She's saying that he was told where she was and that the Mexican mafia is involved.
That would make the whole presser an act. You know what I mean?
But why would the Mexican mafia kill her,
was
like
real.
make her drive off a cliff? Like there was no evidence that she was involved in anything weird like that. But anyways, yeah, her phone could have died immediately when it hit the water.
And it's weird because when it first happened, I had a accident theory, and it's weird because all the stuff that's come out since, it still holds true. And for a while, people said that the way I thought she was headed couldn't be done, and then it was proven by locals it could be. You know the Hook Road coming down where, like in the dumb video that everybody's disputing as the cars go around and come on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, there's a little gully there, Alder Creek. And in SF's drone footage, I don't really agree with all his stuff either, but the drone doesn't lie, right? It's drone footage from a couple days after. It shows that gully. And it's only about 4 or 5 foot span of water and not that deep. So I think that if it's an accident, I think her intention was to go that way and across the gully and through the neighborhood to 89 because it's a lot shorter. That's just me.
No, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, everything's up in the air, dude. Like, but I'm just reading these comments about Jolissa, and it's like that was an accident. She drove off the road. It was late. She had been up. She was at a party. It was pitch black. I mean, I get it. And Nicole B., you're right. People want to make it more because we follow true crime, and accidents aren't interesting.
Yeah, if I started a true crime channel, it'd be the most boringest channel ever. Just like my drawing channel. I just put people to sleep.
Your drawing channel was not boring.
I wouldn't be into conspiracy and stuff. I would just be logic and nobody would care.
Well,
like you said, they like the juicy stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not against speculating. I love speculating, like in a mystery, like what could have happened. I mean, that's the whole like intriguing part of true crime. Congratulations, Lucia. She's been a Roberta for 12 months. But anyways, that's part of the fun of following true crime. And I say fun. But I mean, these things happen. We can't change it. We can't make it not happen. So it happens. We're intrigued by it. And we're intrigued by a mystery. And it seems like when we hear about accidents, we want to make them mysteries. And I just don't think there's any mysteries. And I think that we find like families that like to be private, we make them suspects. We make them weird. They don't live like us. They don't talk like us. They don't pronounce words like us. So, oh my God, they must have done something. They're sus. I just think that we need to chill on these people's families for some, like YouTubers need to chill on their families.
And you can make anybody weird or sus, right?
Dude, you're weird. I mean,
I know you
and
you could
sus.
take video. You could take video of anybody. You know what I mean? Their Facebook page and their videos, and you could like pick out stuff that makes them look sus to a crime.
And
you
you
know what
have
I mean?
a
Like,
creator
you
that
can just
people look up to, people value their opinions, and they're saying, oh, there's something wrong here. This isn't right. And then it just snowballs.
yeah. Well, it's kind of like Debbie's case. You
Poor
know,
Debbie.
that's bizarre. That's
Poor
bizarre.
Debbie. Well,
But
and
the
that is
evidence,
bizarre because she was burned and she was grasping a tree, and
But,
there are bizarre things.
but all the evidence that we have, nothing's nefarious besides the words in the Venmo. If you take them that way,
The whole thing's weird. If you want to
yeah,
talk about that
it's
case.
bizarre.
Well, wearing a jersey, her husband's parking cars for the football game. She buys things that are used for tailgating. She ends up dead with those things scattered around, burned on her abdomen and grasping a small tree. Like, there's nothing normal or like makes sense about that scene.
Well, people are going to throw rocks at me, but I think that was accident too.
How?
I don't know. She willingly went in the store by herself and got that stuff. She was driving her car out of the parking lot. Her phone shut off. The Venmo and the phone shut off at the same time she paused in the parking lot, or about, you know, and then her phone, that was the last ping right there. And then her car she headed south, but then her car was on the northbound side of the road. So she had to go down and turn around at some point and come back. And her whole bag that she bought was with her. Nothing else. It was a rental car. There wasn't nothing else in the car. Nothing else. No other foreign objects.
So you think that she set herself on fire on her abdomen?
I don't know. I mean,
and then she was partially nude, and then she was on her stomach grasping a tree.
I think she was on her back, right? She was on her back.
Oh, grasping a
What
tree.
if she went out there? What if she went out there like get away like I do? I go out in the woods, you know, I go hike or go to a like tranquil spot to like get away from the world, you know.
Who set her on fire on her abdomen though?
Well, what if she was trying to start a fire and it was wet that day and she couldn't like get it going or whatever? And the shirt is made out of that crazy shit that like catches fire and melts. Whatever those jerseys are made out of.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm talking about? Them fuckers, they go right, they go right
like
up in
that.
flames and melt and shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I've caught myself on fire like half dozen times in my welding.
But why
So,
would she go there and start a fire?
I don't know.
It just doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know.
So like that one's not like cut and dry.
No,
right?
it's not. It's not.
But I would think that more like Joe Lissis is pretty cut and dry. She
Yeah.
was seen on that camera. She took off. It was a place that she was known to go. You know, she was depressed about her friend dying and
She was cruising the back roads.
cruising the back roads, smoking, thinking, probably crying. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've driven around crying before when I've been upset. And you're driving, you're crying, and your ass cannot see. And if it's dark, you could easily go off the road. Yeah, tailgate. Summer Thunder says you don't bring tailgate stuff to the woods, Scott.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's weird that her husband was parking cars for the Georgia Dogs game or whatever it is, and then was she supposed to meet him after he got done parking and go to the game? That's what I was wondering. But they said it was a homicide, Scott, like definitively. So you can't go with an accident theory.
Did they though?
Yeah. They did.
Are you sure? You want to put money on it?
Pretty sure they said it was a homicide investigation.
Don't look at news
see.
articles.
Why?
Yeah, find me, because they is it the Sun?
The Sun.
Is it in quotes?
Oh,
wherever
the
you saw
Sun,
it?
the Sun.
Yeah.
Debbie Collier, homicide. Let's see. It should be in a headline if it is.
Is it in quotes? I want to see a quote. I want to see a quote from
I have
Ellie.
new details.
I got $1.
Oh, still treating this as a murder. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to show you. Let me show you on Zoom here. Ready?
Yeah.
Good morning.
See the headline? Still treating this as a murder investigation.
I'd like to give you a brief synopsis of where we are to date.
Where are you on? There. Oh, you're on Fox 5 Atlanta, though.
Of the autopsy.
Well, that's where it is, in Georgia.
That's just their title. That's Fox 5's title. That's like somebody putting a title on their YouTube video. Come on.
Listen.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Ashley.
And the subpoenas.
Oh, you can't hear the video?
No.
Oh, they could. Yes, it is a homicide investigation.
Is that what he said? Okay.
It is.
Well,
they're investigating it as a murder. As a murder. But we've got these weird cases going on.
Oh, yeah. See, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're investigating it as a murder.
Yeah.
That's what they should be. Right?
Hey, I just want to say, I'm not trying to cut you off, but there's a lot of people in chat that said your drawings were not boring and that they want you to start drawing again. And
I feel like they were.
I feel like you're like really being a Debbie Downer right now because it wasn't. Because it wasn't boring. And as a matter of fact, Potato and I were begging to do a drawing and we got shoved off. You guys, shoved off. You hear me? Shoved off by the skulls.
I dipped, you guys.
You totally did.
I know.
Explain. We need you to go back to drawing at least once a week. Just take one evening a week if you could.
In the winter. Yeah, in the winter. Well, in the summer, I'm doing.
What are you talking about?
I'm busy in the summer and I'm
Doing
doing like
what?
art. What do you mean?
What
I'm
are you
doing
doing
like
in
art,
the summer? It's
the
not
exhibitions
summer.
and the.
It's fall up there. It's cold.
Well, now it is. Now it is.
Oh,
so
is
now
that
I
why?
can like.
Is that why you're back?
Well, yeah, I'm on the road with my art. You know what I mean? Like the galleries and the shows outside and all that stuff. All my events.
But why aren't you doing any like videos on your events?
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
I would like to
maybe.
see a one night a week at least.
One night a
that's
week.
just my request. So you know,
Okay, you gotta
take
do
it
a
for what
poll.
it's worth.
You got to do a poll then.
All right, let's do a poll. What
You
do you
gotta
want
say
the
who
poll to
wants.
say?
It's got to be who wants Scott to draw once a week on his channel, or who don't. Yes or no.
Okay.
And see.
Okay, let's do it. Start a poll. Would you like to see Scott do drawings once the week? When I lived in Georgia, the people that I lived in Perry, Georgia when I was like 19 for like a hot minute, and they would say once the week. Instead of once a week, once the week. Would you like to see Scott do drawings once the week?
And you guys can't put yes just to make Jay win. For real. You got to put it.
No, be honest. Be honest.
Yeah, you got to be honest.
Be honest. All right, there's the poll.
I got a new way I'm going to do it this year, though.
Oh, he's already got it planned, even though we don't know the results yet.
No, listen, you guys, I can tell you.
Okay.
So, well, a lot of people like my voice. Like, you know, when I'm drawing, you know how I get like all my anxiety goes away and I'm like really calm and smooth.
Yeah.
Like more than now, you know what I mean? Like if you watch me draw and then I'm talking.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay. So, and then instead of, I can answer the poll, right? I'm going to put no. I always vote the minority. Okay. So, sorry.
You're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
So what I'm going to
You're
do
good.
this time, is I'm going to read a story and I'm going to narrate it pre-recorded. And then I'm going to play the recording of me reading the story while I draw.
Ooh.
And I'm going to draw whatever I'm inspired from. It's going to be inspired from the story.
I think that's an amazing idea. So it's kind of funny that you came out of the woodwork today over here on Jay is for Justice, because tonight, Potato, HJ, and I are doing a live over on What's the 411 with Jay. And I would like to invite you to come on panel if you'd like to comment. We're going to be going over album art and like creepy ones and like hidden meanings in album art. And we each are bringing our own albums to the table tonight, and we're going to talk about them. So if that interests you, if you'd like to kind of give your artist input on some of this weird album art, I know that Potato's doing Sgt. Pepper's and I think a Led Zeppelin one. So I don't know if you wanted to come on panel or just be in chat, Scott. I would love to hear your feedback.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of symbolism and subliminal messages in album art, especially from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're focusing on because those are where the really cool ones are.
There's a lot of stuff in there that you don't even realize unless you really study them, really look at them.
Miss Robin says the banter between us is cute. I have a lot of words to describe our banter, but cute was never one of them. But I kind of like that. She thinks we're cute. She thinks I'm cute. She thinks I'm cute. Finn says that's a great idea, Scott. I mean, you have all these people that are so supportive of you.
Do you think I could get struck? Like if I do like a mainstream story, is it like audio? It'd be like an audio book, right? Except for I'd be drawing with it. It'd have video. So do you think like if I did, do you think I got to pick stories like books or short stories that are already copyright free? Or do you think if I do like a mainstream story from a big writer, could I get struck or
What do you mean a writer? What are you going to read? A whole novel?
No, like a short story.
What do you mean? On what?
Well, like, we'll just say like from Stephen King's Skeleton Crew.
Is it going to be true crime or just anything?
Well, it could be murder mystery. It could be like, it could be like mystery. It could be
Stephen
scary.
King doesn't have short stories, hon. His are.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
No, the book Skeleton Crew has like 20 or 30 in there. They're short.
Maybe
Some
you
of them are
can.
like.
Maybe you can get the the Cliff's Notes.
I got a whole book of like from the 30s or 40s I found.
Oh.
At a
No,
book
I don't
sale
think
thing.
you'll get copyright struck for
reading.
Alex Jones is the verdict's in. Hold up. How much is he gonna have to pay? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The verdict is in. How much is Alex Jones gonna have to pay? Let's see. Okay, Daily Beast. Are you there, Scott?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you just waiting on the edge of your seat to see how much he's going to have to pay?
Yeah, I was letting you do your thing. I want 1% of whatever it is.
1% of what he has to pay?
Yeah, just 1%. That's enough. I'm looking for
I don't know
my
if they've
books.
said it yet. Hold on. It might be they might be still live with us. He's not there.
There's no such thing
Oh
as a sure
shit.
bet.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
See? Told you. 1%.
Oh my God, you guys. Holy. Look at this shit. You know, this is really scary stuff. Don't you think, Skulls?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong. He never said things. He was questioning things. Look. This is the day that our fucking world changes too. You can no longer be a conspiracy theorist and talk about it publicly because you will be sued, and they just want him squelched, don't they? God dang it. What is going on with my screen? And then we're going to go back to your poll. So hold up.
Oh, shit.
1
Forgot about that.
billion in damages. Nearly
See?
1 billion.
See, if I got 1%, I could spread it around to all y'all, and we could like go to Australia or the Virgin Islands or some shit.
$1 billion.
Isn't that
Holy
crazy?
shit.
But see, if he was a regular person, they wouldn't have went after him, and they wouldn't have got that. You know what I mean? And if they did go after him, they wouldn't. He probably would have won. You know, for like the First Amendment. But since he's who he is,
it's bullshit. Wow. Wow.
because he didn't threaten anybody, right?
No.
And he didn't
just said
incite.
that they were. He said that he was questioning whether they were actors. He was questioning their stories.
He didn't incite people to go after him either, right? Like nobody went after the.
Well,
you know what
they
I mean?
said
Like
they
his
said
followers.
they did. Yeah. Well, yeah. They said that there was
Okay.
people outside their houses, you know, doing this and that and the other, harassing them, stalking them. But I guess money makes it all better for them, and they want him to shut up. They want him to shut up, and they don't want him to question anything else. I think it's sad. Because now everybody's going to be scared that they're going to be slapped with these lawsuits. They go after the big guy, and all the little guys are going to be like, fuck this, I ain't questioning shit. It's scary. Okay, let's go back to the poll, and then we're going to wrap this stuff up because we have that live in 3 hours on the other channel. And if I said I was prepared, I'd be a liar. And I'm hungry. Skulls?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you guys see the full video of that fight? Oh, come on. We've got it. We got to show this now. Okay. If you're following the case of Quentin Simon, the full ass 2-minute video has been released as far as I can see here. We're going to put this full screen. Sorry, Scotty. I'm going to tend to your poll while we watch this. But I think this is the full 2-minute, 20-second video of the babysitter being confronted by little Quentin's grandmother who barged in her home.
Don't put nothing in your yard. Go ahead. This is my baby, not yours. That's
One of the kids recorded it, right?
You got to go to YouTube.
I'm what? No one likes you. I'm what? No, I don't like anybody. I should not have been out of town. You did. You shouldn't have. No, I didn't. I was trying to provide. I did. I told you. I was trying to provide. I even provided for you. You didn't. Yeah, I did.
Are we watching
Yeah, I
it?
did.
Yeah, you got to go to
Your
YouTube.
family, your entire family.
Oh, I am
Your
on my
entire
phone.
family. Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Good, you were wrong. You were wrong. I begged you to help. I begged you to help. Put that on social media. I begged you to help. Oh yeah, and I begged you to help. I said, hey Michelle, please get the kids. You're a liar. Take them. I'll give you $300 a week. Well, I'm about to put it all over. I'm a liar. I'm about to put it all over. Good. Good, because you're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby's not dead. You are a liar. My baby's not
Is
dead.
it supposed to be playing all choppy?
Yeah,
or something?
they can hear you.
You're a liar. No, you are. You are. My baby's not dead. I thought you was a woman of God. I thought you were a woman of God. You got Quentin? Do you have Quentin? I don't have Quentin. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. You got him. Okay. You got him. Well, I'm about to call the police. You're the only one that can go in my house and take him. Your kids go in my house and take him all the time. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We did not go in her house.
I want to see your on the news. Oh, it's going to be. Oh, yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, maybe we need to look at some green cars. Yeah, we did. We did.
What'd she say? Maybe we need to look at what?
I didn't put a memorial. He's not dead. No one said he was.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I hadn't seen that whole thing. Okay, I'm going to play it again because I'm going to cut this and clip it after. So, Skulls, zip thy lip. Zip thy lip, my brother. All right, let's watch this again. I can't even imagine Bullhorn Betty outside of Billy Joe's house. They're either going to become best friends or there's going to be a brawl. All right, here we go. We're going to watch it in its entirety.
Go ahead. Don't put nothing in your yard. Go ahead. This is my baby, not yours. That's your right, but I touched you. Baby. I touched you and I told you what was going on. Oh, so now it's my fault. You need to go get him.
Y'all need to get off the property.
I text you. I got you. I asked you over and over. I got the text. Over and over I asked you. So you want to blame me? I don't care about your text. You think I'm going to hit you at me? Do you think I would do that? Yeah. Really? Because you. I'm what?
No one likes
I'm
y'all.
what? I'm what? No, I don't blame nobody. I should not have been out of town. Yeah, you did. You shouldn't have. No, I was trying to provide. The ditch. I was trying to provide. I told you. I was trying to provide. I even provided for you, you didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't pay for your family, your entire family. I didn't ask you. Your entire family. Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Good, you were wrong. You were wrong. I begged you to help. I begged you to help. Put that on social media. I begged you to help. Oh yeah, and I begged you to help. I said, hey Michelle, please get the kids. You're a liar. Take them. I'll give you $300 a week. I'm about to put it all over. I'm a liar. I'm about to put it all over. Good. Good, because you're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby's not dead. You are a liar. My baby's not dead. My baby's not dead. You're a liar. You're a liar. No, you are. You are. My baby's not dead. I thought you was a woman of God. I thought you were a woman of God. You got Quentin? Do you have Quentin? I don't have Quentin.
Oh my God, there's somebody with a baby.
Maybe you do. You got him. Okay. You got him. Well, I'm about to call the police. You're the only one that can go in my house and take him. Your kids go in my house and take him all the time. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We did not go in her house.
I want to see your on the news. Oh, it's going to be. Oh, yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, baby, we need to look at some green cards. Yeah, we did. We did.
Maybe we need to look at some green cards.
I didn't put a memorial. He's not dead. No one said he was.
Wow. That is explosive. I agree, Robin. Petrifying. Wow. Megan L., that is from the Quentin Simon case. Sorry, we've been all over the place. Scotty Skulls and I were talking. And this, I saw it. So we're all over the place. So anyways, I hope Bullhorn Betty and I think she's with Dolly. I hope they don't get any altercations with this lady. Because she is very emotional and she seems like a loose cannon.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
Well, it wasn't really a fight, right? Because there was no hands-on anywhere, was there? So it was just like...
I don't know. There could have been some pushing a little bit.
Well, it doesn't... Did it show when she came into the house? She just walked right in the house, right?
I think the daughter started filming after she barged in and started screaming because the lady was sitting in her recliner, and then she just like barged in there. So the daughter was probably like, "Shit, I better start recording."
Can you tell if the daughter opened the door and let the lady in, or if the lady just barged in?
I don't know.
Because that's home invasion.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really scary though. And now she's saying, "Oh, you're the only one that could come into our house and could have taken him."
Yeah, she could get charged.
That's going to be a lot of bad shit for that babysitter saying that about her. I don't think the babysitter did anything. I mean, the bottom line is the daughter was supposed to start paying child support on November 1st and was losing custody or had lost custody. So I think it's pretty obvious what went on over there. At least somewhat obvious.
I've been trying to figure out where he is.
Yeah, and the bottom line is that mother is the one that was supposed to be responsible for those two older children. You know what I'm saying? She had custody and she left and went out of state and left him with the girl, the daughter. Hi, Draw Latina. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi.
Yeah, I did maps like on around the house and the neighborhood and all that, the topography, and like trying to figure out, because that's the whole thing, right? Where is he? And the only thing that I can come up with, if they've searched the house, and I think they drained the pool because of drain and filter, the other plumbing, trying to see if there's DNA or anything.
Probably.
But I was trying to figure out when trash pickup was, and nobody said like who came and who left during that time. You know what I mean?
Did you see the footage of around the house too?
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of your viewers, right?
No.
That did that?
No, it's from another YouTuber. I don't know who got it. I don't know if Dolly's there for sure. That's what I heard. Julie, I saw what you emailed me. It was great. I still got to go through it all. We just kind of got to talking. We're just talking about the cases that we're following. We're done talking about that video.
Jay missed me and wanted to shoot the shit.
I did. I haven't talked to you in so long. I mean, Roberta.
I gotta stay off true crime channels, though. I get my anxiety gets going, and then I get all worked up.
Yeah, that's what you've been doing. See, you've been out trying to disprove things. That's why you don't come to my channel anymore.
Mr. Debunker.
I know. He's out. He's busy debunking. That's what you should make your name, Mr. Debunker.
Yeah.
I
don't know. They call me calm conspiracy killer.
They call me Mellow Yellow. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you tonight. Maybe we'll be able to talk about some record albums and besides true crime.
Talk art.
I love music and I love record albums. So.
Okay.
Dolly is there, they say. Well,
Connie said trash pickup was that day.
That's what I heard too. But
Yowie.
who's going live? Is Bullhorn Betty going live? Because these are going to be interesting videos to watch if she's bullhorning out in front of their house. I definitely need to follow this. Because this has the potential for major explosions.
All right, well, I'll see you tonight, Jay. I'll drop off so you can close your show.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Scott. It was nice talking to you again.
All right, no problem.
All
Later.
right, see ya.
See you guys.
See ya. Okay, I'm still here. Hold on, guys. Let me get my show back. Where's Jay? There I am. Okay, guys. So 7:00 tonight, we're really going to do it. The reason we didn't do the Kanye thing is because we were all annoyed after watching part 1, and we really didn't even think that it was deserving of part 2. Because just like Don's full of shit, I think Kanye is like 75% full of shit. And I think that he is just mad at Kim, who was live 7 hours ago. Oh, Bullhorn. She's been like, I know, I'm going to have to watch her. I'm going to have laundry vibes all over again. All right, so you guys, check it out. What's the 411 with Jay at 7 p.m. tonight. We're going to be going over some record albums and shiz. It will be interesting. There's a news video and you can hear Bullhorn yelling. I love it. But Robin, keep in contact with her because it's a little alarming. That mother is off the chain. Okay, I will, Robin. Since we're all over the place, what are y'all thinking with Collier? We just talked about Collier, Brian. Be kind and rewind, my brother. Okay, I will see you guys tonight. Goodbye. Take care. Be safe. Bye, Nicole B. Bye, Potato. Bye, Draw Latina. Thank you so much. I've got a song for you, Draw. This is for you. Whoops, not that one.
The devil.
Wrong one.
Is dancing tonight.
Oh, it didn't work. It was frickin' David. Dang it, Draw. I didn't get it in time. Let me see if I can still pull it off. Let me see if I can still... Oh, I can.
It's, we have to stand down.
That was for you, Draw.
Okay.
All right, we will see you guys soon. See you guys in a few hours. I'm not even ready for this. This ought to be interesting. And look at me. Bye, guys. Dance this motherfucker out.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a